Hey, so quick video. Best arc settings, I'll explain them. I'm just going to go through this quickly. I'm just going to tell you what the best settings are and explain every single one. So with volume, I mean, that's really up to you. Depends to your headset and all that. I have my master volume down because of replicators and crafting stations. They're very loud. Ambient volume, that'll turn off like seagulls and wave sort of noise and all that. NPC volume, that's just Helena. Honestly, just turn that down. No one wants to hear her. Inventory access sounds, again, it's just access sounds. Menu music, you probably should. It's very loud, but you can just turn it down. UI general scale, so that's your HUD down there. So that's, your first 10 things in your inventory. So I just have that on max, so it's as large as I can get it. Item slot scale, same thing pretty much. Gamma correction, so that's how bright your screen is. Really depends on your monitor. I don't know why it's glitched, but if you have it at the very end, it just goes back to the top. But I have my gamma on max, so I can see it at nighttime very well. Vsync mode, not sure if many of you know this, but Vsync mode caps your frame rate at 60 FPS, so have that off. Motion blur, I usually tend to have this off. If you want better frame rate, have it on, but it tends to look terrible with it on for me. Motion blur is when you turn around and your screen blurs. Disable menu transitions, just have that on. High detail really depends what you're running. I mean, this is for console, these settings are for console, as you can see. Usually I'd have it off because consoles just can't run that well. Camera shake scale, this is like how much your camera shakes. I'd have it on just to detect if there's a large animal or an explosion near you, but I wouldn't have it on too much. Sensitivity, completely up to you. That's, your left and right, how fast it turns depending on how much you move the stick. Invert UI axis, completely up to you guys. Melee camera animation, I have that on. Camera view bob, I have that off. That'll change whether you move up and down. Your camera shakes up and down when you run. I have that off, it's really annoying. Third person camera offset, that's when you're in third person, your camera will be at the back right. If you have this off, it'll be just straight behind you. I have it off. And then interpolation, you don't need to worry about that. That's just whether it'll go through the mesh or not. Blood damage overlays on or off, really up to you. You can probably figure out what that is. Floating names, I have that on. That'll tell you the names of dinosaurs and all that. Join notifications, that tells you who joins the server. Chat bubbles, that's when you're near someone and they type in chat, it'll tell you what they say. First person writing, this really doesn't matter because you can just change your perspective when writing a dinosaur anyway, so either one. Status notifications, just have that on. Fahrenheit, do you use Fahrenheit? If so, put that on. But I'm in Australia, so we don't use Fahrenheit. Auto chat box, that'll turn on your chat at the bottom left whenever someone types. I have that off because it's kind of annoying. Hide server info if you're a streamer or if you don't want people to see your server info. When you open your menu, if you have that on, it won't say the server name. If you have it off, it'll say the server name. This won't stop people from joining you through the friends list. Rapidity effects, that just makes your screen go purpley when you get knocked out. Chat show tribe name, that'll tell people's tribe names when they type in chat. I have that on. Crosshair, keep that on, don't even bother turning it off. Hit markers, keep it on, unless you really want it off. Some people do like it off. This will just tell you when you hit hit something. Color item names, so ascendant things will be light blue. If you have that off, ascendant things just won't be light blue. Default survivor items, please, people need to turn this off. Turn it off. You don't need this. This makes you start with all the skins. It makes your inventory a mess. It gives you so much just garbage that you need to get rid of all the time. Turn it off. It'll stop you from spawning with skins. Hide floating gamer tags. If you want to, that'll stop you from seeing players' names, but I have it off because I'd like to see players' names. Quick toggle item names. That's just keep that on. Show item selector button. Not gonna lie, don't even know what that does. Play wheel click sound. I don't even think that works properly. Toggle extended HUD info. Honestly, have this on. That means when you hold the touchpad, it'll show all this information here. I'll show you this. Look, I'm not touching a single button right now, and I got all this information. That's because I have toggle HUD info on. If you have it off, you have to hold the touchpad the whole time to get all that information. Light bloom. you can have it on if you want it to be more realistic, but honestly, it gets really annoying. Same with light shafts. And then NPC subtitles are just hell enough subtitles. So yeah, that's what settings I recommend for Arc. I mean, I've got 5,000 hours on the game, so you know, take it as you will. You don't have to take my advice. You can if you want. So yeah.